The Great Smog of London, a severe air pollution event, engulfed the city for 5 days in December 1952, resulting from a cold fog mixing with smoke from homes and industrial emissions. This toxic combination arose during a period of high pressure and windless conditions, trapping the pollutants close to the ground. London's reliance on coal for heating and its numerous factories exacerbated the situation, creating a deadly smog that reduced visibility to a few meters and penetrated indoor spaces. An estimated 4,000 to 12,000 people died due to respiratory and cardiovascular complications caused by the smog, with tens of thousands more falling ill. This catastrophic event highlighted the dangers of air pollution and led to public outcry and significant policy changes, including the Clean Air Acts of the 1950s and 60s, which aimed to reduce the use of smoky fuels and combat air pollution. The Great Smog remains one of the worst environmental disasters in British history and a pivotal moment in the development of modern environmental awareness and regulation.
The Great Smog of London, also known as the Big Smoke, occurred in December 1952, when a cold fog descended on London and mingled with airborne pollutants from coal combustion, vehicle emissions, and industrial activities. This event stands as one of the most significant environmental disasters in British history, illustrating the deadly consequences of air pollution. The smog was precipitated by an anticyclone that settled over London, creating cold, stagnant air that trapped pollutants near the ground. The cold weather had already increased the burning of coal in homes and factories, adding to the airborne contaminants. The smog contained high concentrations of sulfur dioxide, smoke particles, and other pollutants. Visibility was drastically reduced, often to a few feet, disrupting transportation, outdoor activities, and even indoor life, as the smog penetrated buildings. The immediate health effects were devastating. It's estimated that around 4,000 people died in the immediate aftermath, with deaths primarily attributed to respiratory and cardiovascular problems exacerbated by the polluted air. Subsequent analyses suggest that up to 12,000 people might have died in the following months due to the smog's lingering effects. The catastrophe brought daily life in London to a near standstill, with transport systems struggling to operate and public events cancelled. The visibility was so poor that some residents couldn't see their own feet. The public outcry and political pressure in the wake of the Great Smog led to significant environmental legislation, including the Clean Air Acts of 1956 and 1968. These laws aimed to reduce emissions of pollutants, particularly from coal burning, and marked a turning point in environmental regulation. Besides the immediate health crisis, the Great Smog had a lasting impact on environmental policy and public awareness of air pollution. It spurred changes in energy sources, urban planning, and public health policies, contributing to the reduction of smog incidents in the future. The Great Smog of London remains a stark reminder of the need for environmental vigilance and the potential human cost of ignoring air quality issues, shaping policies and practices in urban and environmental planning to prevent similar disasters.
Visibility near zero. The smog was so dense that visibility was reduced to nearly zero in some areas, creating surreal and dangerous conditions where people could not see their own feet, even during daytime. Indoor penetration. Unlike typical fog, the Great Smog infiltrated indoor spaces, making homes, cinemas, and even hospitals smoky and causing indoor air quality to plummet dramatically, a phenomenon rarely seen with natural fog. Transportation paralysis. The smog crippled all forms of transportation. Cars were abandoned, trains were delayed, and even the Thames River saw reduced or halted boat traffic. The disruption to daily life and the economy was profound and widespread. Unexpected criminal opportunity. The smog provided cover for criminals, leading to an increase in thefts and burglaries. The poor visibility allowed thieves to operate with an unusual degree of impunity. Animal impact. Not only humans but also animals were victims of the smog. Birds lost their way in the dense fog, and farm animals in the outskirts of London suffered from the toxic air. Public health misjudgment. Initially, the severity of the smog's health impact was underestimated or misunderstood by authorities, leading to a delayed response and underestimation of the disaster's scale and seriousness.